Well, we got a question here from Yash. If you only have five things to move the map rankings, what would those be?
What would those be? That's a great question. The number one thing right now that I see that moves map rankings is reviews. So if you can get, if you can get your clients to get more reviews, that's going to be a fabulous thing. Like that is like head and shoulders above anything else. The next thing that I'm going to say is really having a properly optimized map listing. Do you have the proper category? Have you filled out all of your services? Have you filled out your description? Do you have proper hours, opening dates, photos? Like take effort. I see a lot of SEOs that just kind of breeze through, like oh, I got the listing, I'm good, and like move on to linking and all this other stuff. But like the reason Google has all these fields inside of the profile is because they want you to fill them out. They want that data so they can use that for their platform, right? If they know your services, it's more easy for them to put you in a list or to put you at the top of the list of the businesses that are offering that service when somebody looks for that service. So, I mean, use what they've given you in order to be relevant, right, for what people are looking for. So get that profile really well filled out. The next thing that's going to be really important is make sure that you have a great optimized page, a landing page, and a great optimized site, right? The reason when you look at map results that Google says, hey, this website mentions, or this business mentions this particular service or this particular keyword. They're looking at they're trying to gather what you do. So your landing page ought to mention all the things that you do. Make that really well optimized, right? Get other content on your site as well. We call these power pages, but basically just service pages for the other things that you do, all the services that you do. And that makes a tremendous difference. One of my students just did a test on that and saw that when he added a page for termite control and bed bugs and cockroaches and all this, not only did that add more relevance just to the site, the map rankings improved for every one of those things that he made a page around. So Google is definitely seeing that connection between what you have on your website and what you want your map to rank for, or maps to rank for. This can help move more than one map rank.
Right.
So those are important. I mean, there's a whole bunch of other things, Yash, but I mean, bottom line is getting other engagement with your listing as well. So if people are asking questions on your listing and you're responding to those questions, if this is a physical business, if they're driving, like requesting directions to this business, right? If they're clicking that click to call button to this business. Bottom line is, I'll give you one other thing, and that is having more relevant content on your site. We talked about having relevant service pages to help with creating relevance for and additional rankings for the map listing, but also having content about the location we have found is very, very valuable. So if there's different neighborhoods you serve, different cities that you serve, having pages for those in your site that reference your listing really makes a difference. There's a lot of different factors, but I think the best lens to look at all of this through is how can you be relevant? I see a lot of SEOs, less as of late, but focusing on just like how they can pump up these metrics and how they can, use all these things to just like get a higher DA and a PA and all this. But really, Google isn't just looking at, Google doesn't really look at things from that perspective. They're really looking at things from a topic perspective. What is relevant from your niche perspective and from your location? There's a reason why you see websites that are ranking that you're like, man, why is this thing ranking? They don't have a bunch of high-powered links. Yeah, but they got a link from the local chamber of commerce. And they got a link from their kid's school that they sponsored an event at. And they're also involved in some other club. Oh, and then they're really active on all these, heating and air conditioning forums that are online. And they're listed in some directories for that. It's like, no wonder. Google can clearly see that these people are locally focused in whatever town that we're talking about, and they're somehow relevant for the industry or the niche that they're wanting to rank for as well. So create that relevance. I have found that to be just a very constant thing over the last several years. In fact, back to our magic websites, we used to get links off of party type directories, some entertainment directories. There wasn't many magician directories, maybe but one or two, but just being relevant. Like I tell people, be real, right? You don't have to get super manufactured in your SEO for most niches and most locations. You don't. You just need
Yeah,
to be
yeah,
relevant.
yeah.